Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Three, two, one. Welcome, everyone, to Housecoat Podcasting. I am Takeshi Yamato, joining our host, the Housecoat Gamer.
Yo.
117 Jordan is not here, so we're not good. If he comes in, we'll catch him up to speed. Anyway, today we are talking about Mass Effect.
Oh boy.
This is one of the more iconic games out there. And Commander Shepard is one of the major reasons why. Now, as default, he is Shepard is a guy and a soldier. But there's a bunch of stuff you can do with him.
Not that it matters in the long run.
Well, maybe not, but people have a lot. But the various permutations of Commander Shepard are out there, and I felt they should be talked about.
And I personally don't see the point, because the origin doesn't matter. Every mission ends up the same bloody way.
Well, yeah, fair enough. I mean, there are some side dialogues and such that can be affected, but, well, I still thought it would be good to discuss character creation and and all the various permutations you can do. So, let's get started. Yep, as usual, you can start male or female. Most people prefer
Please log
femship,
in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
First, you get your background, your origin. Spacer, colonist, and Earthborn. Spacer, you're basically a military brat. Colonist, you grew up on the colonies, but your colony was raided by Batarians. And Earthborn, you basically grew up on the streets.
Confirm psychological profile.
And Sole Survivor, your squad was attacked by Thresher Moths and you're the only one who made it out. War Hero, basically the hero of the Elysium Blitz, fending off a Batarian attack there. Ruthless, well, get the job done, and I think the history has you basically labeled as the butcher of Torfan, fighting an offensive against Batarians and such.
I haven't played ME in a long time, and, well, when I did, I played it to death, so...
Yeah.
That kind of explains my lack of enthusiasm for this particular topic.
Fair enough. And I don't know... I haven't played it quite as much, and most of what I know comes from what I've read and such. And here we get to your classes. These are basically what you can do. Soldier, Engineer, Adept, Infiltrator, Sentinel, and Vanguard. Soldier is basically pure military ability. Guns, all the gun. Engineer is technology. You are hacking, hacking drones, all that. Adept is biotics. Basically, the Mass Effect universe is space magic. Infiltrator is a mix of combat and tech. Sentinel is a combat of tech and combination of tech and biotics. And Vanguard is a combination of biotics and combat. I will admit I sometimes like Vanguard, but Ron would say Soldier is best.
It is the more efficient of the two. You don't have to wait for some stupid cooldown. All you have to do is just swap to another gun.
Yeah, fair enough.
Efficiency is the name of the game.
Yeah.
Confirm facial identification.
And here's where things get really nuts, because, well, this is a BioWare game, and you get and you have and it's a physical appearance editor, and you get the standard batch of sliders. Changing up pretty much all you can design your appearance however you want.
Confirm psychological profile. Confirm pre-server. Please log in to access your profile. Please log in to access your profile.
Yeah, and now, as I mentioned, FemShep is, I think, the more popular option. Partly because of her voice actress, I guess. She does a very good job.
Please reconstruct profile. Confirm facial identification.
So many different options.
Yes, this is unmodded. That's why it kind of looks like crap. And this is the original, not the anniversary, legendary, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah, legendary, I think.
I just don't care.
Yeah. I have the legendary on my PS4, I just haven't played it that much. I've got all sorts of games.
Identification. Confirm military specialization.
Yeah, I'm just not very enthusiastic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I suppose that's about all we've got for character creation anyway. Next would be, like, the various species of Mass Effect. Of course, you've got humans. And then the other major council races are the Asari, the Turians, and the Solarians. They are called the council races because each has a member on the Citadel Council that basically governs everything. Let's see, secondary. The Asari basically run everything and are also the diplomatic arm. The Solarians are the espionage and technical peoples, and the Turians are the military arm. And, well, the first contact humanity made with any other species was the Turians. It didn't end all that well. It's called the First Contact War for a reason.
Years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel. The Geth are roughly 1,200 years ago. The Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill.
Yeah, but yeah.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, Kinetic barriers, more commonly... Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians...
There we go.
So yeah, the Turians are basically the military arm of the Citadel, and
I think people can do better than us.
Fair enough.
And I'm just not wanting to talk about it. I hate to say it, but I played it to death.
Yeah, fair enough.
After my 10th playthrough of Mass Effect 3, I just really didn't want to touch it anymore.
Oof. Yeah, the most I've played of Mass Effect 3 was multiplayer.
Never saw the point of that.
Well, I thought it was fun. It was co-op, for one thing.
That's the problem. It's the same problem Dead Space 3 had. Well, that and a very, 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 very meddling studio publisher.
Yeah, fair enough.
Reason nobody likes EA anymore.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to multiplayer stuff, I will admit, I'm not too much into the PvP aspect. I mean, I can do it, but it's like, I prefer PvE. I prefer multi-PvE. So, like, multiple people essentially working together against the computer. I'm definitely more a PvE than a PvP guy. And, well, it kind of, Mass Effect 3 multiplayer was pure PvE. Anyway, I suppose really I suppose if people have better, I suppose if there are better places people could go to for Mass Effect lore, well, I suppose one thing we could talk about, and something that I suppose you would like to talk about, or at least debunk, is the popular meme from Mass Effect 2.
Do not do the whole line, please.
Right. But, yeah. Basically, this drill sergeant talking to a couple of grunts about how the main guns of a dreadnought are a weapon of mass destruction, and you are not a cowboy shooting from the hip. And it mentions the line, Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest SOB in space.
Which is wrong. The deadliest bitch in space happens to be Marie Curie. Gravity's variable. Radiation is not.
Yeah, fair enough. And fair enough. I think the main point the drill sergeant was trying to make was that kinetic energy weapons. Sir Isaac Newton discovered inertia as well as gravity, and kinetic kill weapons have a lot of inertia, especially warship grade. If you fire it, it keeps going until it hits something. And basically, I am going to quote him quote him just this once. If you fire this thing, you are ruining someone's day, somewhere and sometime.
Oh, God.
But, yeah. Basically, again, the main moral of the story, the main moral of the lecture is supposedly You are not a cowboy shooting from the hip. You're firing a weapon of mass destruction, and you need to check your bloody targets.
Thing is, these things have almost no mass. And anything can literally change their course because they have no mass. They will be drawn into the nearest large source of gravity. Like, say, another ship, or a gas giant, or a star, or a moon.
Right.
Because that's how it works.
Yeah, fair enough. But
radiation, on the other hand, does not care about gravity. It does not care about anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had hoped to make a much longer series about this about Mass Effect, talking about all the different characters, talking about the different species and weapons and all that. But I suppose Ron is right. There are better sources for that, and if he's not really, if he isn't that enthused, well, I suppose there isn't too much of a point. But Mass Effect is a very famous series, and a very famous series, a very fun series from what I have played of it. And from what I've seen of videos and stories, it has a very involved plot. The plot, it said plot is, well, it can get kind of crazy. I mean, it starts just basic sci-fi with ancient and discovering a relic of an ancient civilization. But then you find out that ancient civilization, the Protheans, was not the be-all, end-all civilization that everyone thinks they were. I won't go too much spoilers, but, well, the main baddies are, well, I would call them a cross between the Borg and what I have heard from Ron about the Brethren moons of Dead Space. Any comments on that line of thought? I compared the Reapers to a hybrid, a fusion between the Borg and the Brethren moons.
Not inaccurate. That said, yeah,
You're just not all that interested.
No, I am not.
Well, it was worth a shot anyway. I suppose we can put an end to it here. See you for the next topic, viewers.
Which will hopefully be something better.